YouTube, what's going on? What's going on, guys? Woo! I told you guys I'm gonna try to make more videos, and my thought process is always more clear when I am coming out of the gym. What I want to talk about today, or at least right now, scan over, are the shootings. There was a church that was shot up and bombed yesterday in the Michigan area, and there was also the shooting that took place, I guess, ICE detention center potentially. I think that was in Dallas. So I just want to point that these shootings, although not incident connected, we must understand that the world that we are living in right now has so many moving parts, and people are being squeezed, and people are also feeling suffocated. So those with mental health issues who have access to weapons are going to continue to take out these, continue to perform these atrocities. So we definitely need a measure of gun control now. It doesn't mean we take away the Second Amendment, but we need to clank down on who has access to weapons in this country, especially as we continue to go towards financial uncertainty in so many different areas. If you look, there was also, Amazon has to pay $2 billion because they made they made it really deceptive to get into Prime memberships and then really hard to get out of, which leads me to also know that, these billion-dollar, trillion-dollar companies are feeding off of the American public. And because the American public really has no recourse, our wages haven't gone up enough. Our information is being flooded at us so fast, we don't even have a chance to as a collective, to keep up with all of the rapid changes. So these trillion-dollar companies have resources, litigation resources, technology resources, human capital resources, real estate resources, and data centers and fulfillment centers, and just so much, and they're attacking you. So you have to really think about it like that. So, with all of that, coupled with the gun violence, it's going to continue. There's so many things happening right now in the world. If you're not prepared and, taking it every single day as far as, okay, what is my next step going to be to either skill up or to get my mindset right or to get my home together or to get my process together on a daily basis, then you're going to really have some hard decisions to make here in the future. When I was also looking at some articles online this weekend, I also saw that young men are falling behind. There was a CBS video documentary essentially with Adam Yamaguchi, who's a great journalist. I really like his pieces on young men essentially are lost right now. Men from like 18 to 35 or 18 to 25 really right now or have a vacuum, and it's even younger than that. I want to say probably 15 to 25 really a good percentage, like 20% or so, grew up in single parent households with essentially just the mother there. So they don't have male influences in the home, and then couple that with social media and these red pill commentators and content creators, they get sucked into a place where they can't get out of, while females, young girls, are being thrusted or have made strides when it comes to their academics, when it comes to employment, when it comes to home ownership. There are so many, there's so many pinpoints and so many like life highlights or life milestone markers that girls, females, women are hitting that men just aren't. And young men don't know how to cope with it, don't really know how to speak to women in public. it's becoming an issue. So we're seeing essentially, I guess what I want to pull all together here is the de-evolution of men right now. And it's going to come out the other end with these violent attacks because there aren't resources connecting to young men. And these multi-million-dollar corporations, whether multi-trillion-dollar corporations, whether it's the Amazons or whether it's, if you're watching me now here on like the YouTubes or these telecommunication application companies and stuff that are feeding so much information like TikTok. In that video article that that video documentary from CBS, it was saying that, they created a TikTok profile of a 12-year-old, and the first day, it was 12 out of 100 pieces of content put into their algorithm, into their feed, were like red pill content. By the end of the week, it was like 100% of that content that was being fed to this 12-year-old was all red pill. Within 7 days, that algorithm had fed and just seeped on to that. So that is a problem. So right now, these shootings, right now, gun control or having some gun measures, coupled with the economy and trillionaires siphoning off of the American public and men not having hope, this country is going to need to make some solid decisions. Or you as a man, if you're watching this, you need to make some solid decisions. Who are you around? What are your daily routines? Who are you allowing to feed you information? What information are you getting and where are you getting it from? Do you need to disconnect? What are you putting into your body as far as food, drugs, alcohol? Right? You have to really right now be very vigilant on what you are doing. And if you're a young lady or a female or a woman watching this, what young men do you know in your lives, and where could they get some mentorship, or what are their paths in life? Because back in the day, you could like kind of figure it out. You had time to figure it out. Now, things are moving so fast, you don't have time to figure things out. You need to have a community that can help set you up for success while you're figuring out who you are. And that's a tall order, but that's what's needed. So those are my thoughts today, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow.